What's happening? It's Chris Hall here. You are now tuned into the Chris Hall Show on IG Live. We do this every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Let's do a little inventory first. So, a few things that I got going on. I am currently setting up the studio upstairs so we can start doing more videos. I'm going to be slowly but surely starting to do YouTube lives. So I implore you, if you like the content and you enjoy watching that live raw footage, to make sure that you mosey over to my Instagram, hit the profile in the bio, you're going to find my YouTube channel. Or you can just jump straight on YouTube, type in the Chris Hall Show. I promise you, on everything that I love, it's going to show right up. Make sure you hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button so you are tuned in with everything that I got going on. Coming soon. So for your audio pleasure, the Chris Hall podcast will be starting very, very soon. Make sure that you stay tuned for developments on that. I'm very excited about that. I do want to thank my team for helping me out. The Chris Hall team, you know who you are. Getting some visuals set up, getting some things set up behind the scenes. I'm excited. I know you're excited. I'm going to be having a lot more interviews on that side, a lot more perspectives from a man, of course, when it comes to this dating scene, especially in Atlanta. What's good, y'all? So you see the topic today. The topic today is to service or to get served. And what I mean by that is, I feel like a lot of times, and this is both men and women, we approach relationships trying to get served. We all want something, right? Everybody comes into relationships wanting something. We either want sex, we want to get married, we want some money, we want some fame, we want some clout, we want a notch under our belt, you name it. Everyone has needs, right? Everyone talks about their love language and things of that nature. And when people mention their love language, there needs to be something else to where your language of service. Maybe I need to start. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some episodes of don't steal this. You steal this, I know where you at. I need to have something to where there is something to counteract your love language, or there's a service attached with your love language. So if you have the love language to where you like physical touch, here are the love languages that you're willing to service. I can service acts of service. I can also service physical touch as well. I can service all of that. You get what I'm saying? Or if there's a few love languages, I can't find all the lists right now, but you know your love language and you know what love language that you can service. I feel like everyone is coming into the dating marketplace wanting something, but not knowing how to get what that is. Now, I'm sorry that I usually target women in this category because it is my experience that men usually get what they want, which is going to be sex. Now think about it. They may not get it from you. They get it from you, but they may not get it from you. But at some point, that man is going to get it. He went out there to accomplish a goal of having sex. It is his innate physical nature to want to have sex, especially when there is no higher power stopping him or governing him from having sex, especially indiscriminately. This is juice. So, due to the fact that there is nothing holding him back from having sex indiscriminately, that man continues to go out and fulfill what he went out to fulfill. I hear a lot of women talking about all men think about is sex. No shit. It is what we came out here to do. You don't hear men say, yeah, all you women think about is marriage. No one says that. No one says that. So please, stop tearing down men or punching down on men because we have a goal that we're trying to achieve and we're good at it. A lot of men are good at achieving goals. They have goals financially, they have goals physically as far as like in the gym, and they also have goals in a relationship or with women. Some men are looking for wives. I will say it is very difficult to find such a thing in 2022. And some men are looking to have sex. Now, my thing is, if men are continuously winning when it comes to what they want, and granted, I know some of y'all are gonna throw out the nuances and the one-offs and the 1% versus the 99. I'm talking to you ladies, and you're gonna say, well, some women want sex as well. I get that, but in masses, men come out into the dating scene to have sex. Men know the requirements that it may take to have sex with particular women. They set forth to do that, and they usually accomplish their goals. So ladies, if you are looking to get married, and mind you, usually I'm only, depending on the subject of course, but usually by default, I'm talking to the women who want to get married, okay? You are looking for something. So instead of coming into the dating marketplace with requirements, with needs, mind you, we have them, but what I'm saying is, are those accompanied by services? Okay, I have a business, right? I have a business to where we do TV mounting and home networking. Make sure you visit our Instagram, Wires LLC. Also, check out www.whatwiresllc.com. If you're in the Atlanta area, get your TV mounted, no mess, no stress. You hear me? So, I know that people have TVs and I have a service. I know people have slow internet. I have a service. So I also know people like smart homes. People like their homes very easy. In 2022, people are accustomed to easy, right? So, exactly. So due to people are accustomed to easy, I think in about 20 years, we all gonna be obese because honestly, I can just talk to Google, Alexa, and they can just do some shit for me. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse to where he drops an egg and all of a sudden breakfast just gets cooked and you just get the food and it's all over. But yeah, I know I need to provide a service. So with that, I need to tell people the services that I provide. I can't go to your house if you haven't brought me in there because you know the services that I do. I don't go to your house and say, this is what I require. I require $300. I require peace and quiet. I require you to put your dog up, and I require... The customer is going to be like, sir, what are your services? What are your prices? I went to Best Buy, and Best Buy has this price. Can you beat this price? So take that. Remember, I believe that dating and relationships should be ran like a business first. Let that marinate. Relationships should be ran like a business first. Now, why is that? I believe that phrase, love conquers all, that's actually true. But the problem with the love conquers all statement is that when things get rough and you fall out of love, the problem is that love conquers everything else because there's no other foundation built on that love. So once you fall out of love, you fall out of like, you fall out of compatibility with that person, and eventually you get divorced, you break up, you lose interest, you stop texting, you stop FaceTiming, you get no more good morning beautiful. That is it for you. The well has run dry. The love is gone. I believe more in commitment. Commitment is more important to me than love. Now I get it, ladies. I get it. You love love. Why do you love love? Because you love love stories, you love love movies, you love love novels, you love everything. Right? I get it. Women believe that you are going to fall in love with your Prince Charming. I understand that. But guess what, ladies? That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Do you know why it's not going to happen? Because you don't provide a service. think to yourself. I want you to really sit down. I'm gonna give you some time. Think to yourself. Ask yourself, what do I have to offer to a man that the man wants? Now, you can have skills that you can copy and paste for most men. And of course, there are going to be little amendments inside of that to where this man is specific to wanting something that another man does not. But you have to ask yourself, what service do I provide? Do I provide the girlfriend experience? Do I show and this is another thing. From what I've noticed in the dating marketplace is that women try to reserve all their skills until they receive either some type of commitment, whether it's boyfriend and girlfriend, and sometimes even marriage. There are some women that will say they won't do physical acts to you until they are married. Now, riddle me this, Batman. Say that I get down on bended knee off of potential alone. Now, mind you, I know what you're gonna say. Why would you just marry me to perform physical acts? Because I'm a physical being. So there are things that are required in order for me to get down on bended knee to ask you for your hand in marriage. Don't question me on what's my requirements. I am the gatekeeper to marriage. You are not. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you know why? On the flip side, besides the capital R word, you are the gatekeepers to sex. And men do not argue that whatsoever. So don't try, okay? So with that known fact, if one of my requirements is for you to exhibit the characteristics of a wife from jump without any commitment whatsoever, then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Because I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Most men require the girlfriend experience or the wife experience from jump. The problem is that a lot of you ladies, especially in 2022, you wanna slow play the relationship. Not slow play as if you wanna take it slow and get to know each other before you commit. Not that type of slow play. You may have skills that you can perform, like cooking, cleaning, fellatio, sex, you name it. You can be an asset to his business. You can decorate his home. You can fold his clothes. It's a lot of things that you could do, but you refrain from doing it because you're waiting on some type of commitment from this man. Why, pray tell, would a man give a commitment to you without any type of collateral? You have put up absolutely nothing. Do you think that the vagina is the only thing for collateral? Ma'am, we are not accepting that as collateral, okay? That is more like, what is that more like? That's like having your ID, okay? We don't give you the loan, but you need your ID. Once you give me your ID, all right, cool, I know you are who you are, but you got to have the credit score. Now, when I run your credit, if I see a bankruptcy, if I also see a lien, if I also see a bunch of consumer debt, if I see all type of stuff on your credit which gives you a low credit score, then why would I loan you this ring? Why would I loan you this commitment? Because it's a loan. Do you know why a commitment is a loan? Because you have to consistently pay it back with interest. That's the problem. When you give out sex, that man has to pay it forward with interest. So why should this bother you whatsoever? You should be completely fine because you, my friend, know that when you want to buy something on credit because you can't afford it, you have to have a certain type of credit score. You don't give any risk in this situation. There is no risk. What risk are you taking exactly? There's no risk. But I will say you do have to put forth effort. Now, if you want to call effort risk, what are you going to say? Let me play devil's advocate. What you're going to say is, well, Chris Hall, what happens is I give these niggas all my vagina, and I also cook, clean, I fold his clothes, I wash his feet, and then he gonna do me dirty. Let me be honest. Y'all lying. Full stop. I'm gonna tell you why you're lying. Because there is no way on God's green earth that all of y'all are picking the best of men out here because you are a good catch and you're washing his feet, you're cooking his food, you're folding his clothes, you're doing it all. You're literally doing pirouettes on the fan blades. You are doing backflips in the bedroom. You are doing front flips on the furniture. And for some reason, after you do all that, he still treats you like shit, which is another vague statement, sometimes a euphemism for Lord knows what. Women throw these terms out that have no direct meaning. We are just supposed to assume this man is the worst things in the Bible. Why should we assume that he's the worst things in the Bible? Because you have not defined what treated me like shit means. You have not defined what deadbeat means. You have not defined what these statements mean. He broke my heart. He was abusive. And here's your favorite one that y'all can't even spell. He was narcissistic. He was a narcissist. You can't spell it, nor do you know the definition, but for some reason, this word is getting peddled around the dating sphere as if these men are literally narcissists, okay? I don't believe you. You need more people. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it that you are picking the best men out here because those men are attracted to you and they scoop you up. I had a conversation the other night and somebody told me that they were a wife, that they dated men and they said beautiful. The classic, it ain't you, it's me. This is the thing. The whole it ain't you, it's me. Do you know why men tell you that? Men tell you it's not you, it's me. Because most men either don't know how to deal with or just refrain from dealing with a woman's emotions. Because you have to understand, all women think that they are the bee's knees, God's gift to men, the shiznit bad bitch incorporated, okay? So if I tell you there is something wrong with you, do you know what you're gonna do? I'll wait. You're gonna deny it. That's why we don't waste our breath. Because I don't know if you know, but you only have a limited breaths on earth. So why would I waste my breath on a point that I know is never gonna get across? You're never gonna learn from it at all. Never. Let's go to the comment section. What it all comes down to is self-worth. Men and women allow things that happen to them because of how they feel. 100%. It all comes down to self-worth. Yes, but the only caveat with self-worth, what if, and this is not you, because I don't know you personally, but what if, ladies, you ain't worth shit? Oh yes. What if you're not worth what you believe you're worth? See, the problem is with that statement, self-worth, is that due to the fact you use self, you are the judge, jury, and executioner of your worth. Is that true? Does Walmart get to price their prices however they want, no matter what the consumers are going to pay for it? So you're telling me that if Walmart feels like them cheap ass bins that people use, hold on, we back? Cool, we back. Walmart is going to price them cheap ass bins that people use as dressers temporarily, usually. That's clear, and you got the little wheels on the bottom that you stick on. If they put that price for $1,500 because they feel like it's worth that, are the consumers going to buy it? No. the consumers are not gonna buy it whatsoever. Yes, of course that goes for men and women. I'm defining the self-worth in general. This could be for women or men, okay? If you are a man, I know you ladies love when I get at men, sure, no problem. If you are a man and you are shift manager at the Dollar Tree and you are walking around like a high-value man because you can afford an H&M suit non-tailored, you, my friend, have overvalued yourself. You have priced yourself out of the dating marketplace. If you are overweight, if you don't know how to communicate with women, if you are not the most attractive person out there, okay? Men, if you don't make the money to price yourself that high, listen, in dating, I'm sorry, gentlemen, I don't know if you know this, because you may have just been knocking down scallywags around the way who don't necessarily require a date or money or trips or gifts and bags. But if you're gonna price yourself that high, you're gonna need to pay the cost to be the boss. So yes, I agree with you. This goes for men and women. I can critique both the same. If you are talking about self-worth, you need to know what the consumers believe that you're worth. And this is how you find this out. You have to go test the market. Go test the market. See? You ladies, you go to school and you do research papers. You go online, you do your research, do your thesis statements and this, that, and the third to get your grades, be the cum laude, whatever the hell, and you go ahead and turn your tassel this way and you graduate, you get your degree and everything. You know how to do that. But why do y'all not know how to analyze and go out there and get some data on what is your self-worth, okay? If you are, I'm not gonna give a certain number. If you're a certain age, right? If you're a certain age, even if you look good, if you're a certain age and the man that you want has not approached you as of yet, are you gonna say that there's just no consumers? Because Amazon puts out product and somebody's gonna buy it because it's priced fairly. So, at what age are you gonna be to where you're like, you know what, maybe I should lower my value? But the problem is, you see that lower my value, that is a trigger word for most women. But think about it. If you never price yourself way up here, then you wouldn't have to bring yourself down. You wouldn't have to have the trigger word if you gave a fair assessment on yourself. Look in the mirror, take your clothes off, ask yourself, would I have sex with this? Go ahead, I'll wait. If you can answer yes, then you're halfway there, right? You're halfway there, so now you can grade yourself. So see what you are, face-wise, body, physically. Make that a price, right? So now that you've made that a price, go ahead and take that out to the marketplace. But before you go take that out to the marketplace, my bad, you also need to evaluate what the title of this live is. What do you have to serve a man? I know that's another trigger word for y'all. Nobody wants to see you're not a slave, you're not this, you're not that. But little do you know, when you go to that white man's job, you are serving him. Now, the only reason that you don't look at your job as a service is because you get paid monetary value. They give you cash money in hand or direct deposit. Now, there are still checks that you cannot cash. There's intangibles that you receive when you get the man of your dreams. The problem is a lot of y'all are still dreaming. You haven't woke up in order to get yourself prepared for that man that you want. So before you walk out the door, ask yourself, what do I have to service a man? right? And ask yourself, is what you have something that a man would want? Because what I've noticed is that a lot of you have things, but these things the consumer doesn't want. And the problem is, y'all think that you're the product and the consumer or something like that. It's weird. You get to judge your own product, right? And mind you, I have no problem with you pricing your own product because you're supposed to. But the only problem is you can't price that when your outcomes say something different, okay? You can't do that. That's the problem. So, what services do you have? Do you have services that will complement a man? What do men want? Most men want peace. What I've noticed in this day and age is that a lot of women see toxicity as something cute and sexy. They see having an attitude something cute and sexy. They think that being disagreeable, which is a huge epidemic with the dating marketplace, the disagreeableness of a woman is at an all-time high. I will talk to women, and I'm going to also do a podcast or a video or something about a few simple questions, fellas, to ask women to see where their mindset is. Because you're not put here to change no woman. She has to do that for herself. Fellas, you have shit to do. You don't have time to be fixing no woman. She needs to be prepared prior to her coming in to the dating marketplace. It's only fair. And you can play devil's advocate all you want and say, well, the men too. Listen, how long are you going to play that song? Okay, this Me Too game, or excuse me, this You Too game. I'm talking about you right now. You're not here to change no woman. She needs to be prepared when she comes in. So what can that woman provide you? That's what you need to ask yourself. Can she provide you with peace? She's not providing you with peace because she's a disagreeable woman. What I don't understand is you can ask some modern women something so simple, and I've experienced it. It's almost as if they fear what's your next statement, so they would disagree with you at first to see where you're going with whatever you're talking about. You want it all. You want to know the outcome of the question without even answering it. I can ask you, hey, what's a trifling woman name? Hey, Stephanie, do you know the sky is blue? You may say, well, what do you mean the sky is blue? I mean, at night it ain't blue. That's the shit we talking about. I've talked to men, my friends, people that I come across, associates, co-workers, and that is one of the most irritating things is a disagreeable woman, okay? A disagreeable woman shows a man that this is what you have to offer and this is gonna be my life moving forward. But like I said, fellas, women, due to the fact that there's a narrative going around as if women are equal to men, they want to consistently challenge you no matter what. Women don't want to back off for a second and be feminine, okay? Be feminine for a minute. I tell women that I deal with all the time, do you know how far a yes daddy will get you? Even if you don't want to say it, go ahead and say it. Go to the bathroom and wash your mouth out, stick your finger in your throat, throw up. I know it's disgusting, you hate it. I understand that. But if you want this man, disagreeableness is not going to get you a man. Listen closely. Disagreeableness is not going to get you a man at all. Full stop. I don't know what y'all think. You think you're a part of the debate club? I don't want to debate with you. I don't have time to debate with you. I'm trying to bend you over and go to sleep. That's what I would like to do. And when we wake up, we can have breakfast at Old Lady Gang. Okay? It's as simple as that. Sex silent sandwich. What's wrong with that? The thing is that y'all stop at the sex silent sandwich. What y'all need to understand is there are benefits in sex silent sandwich. We may not say them, we just say sex silent sandwich, and then we go on and you get triggered, and then it's a problem. You get all this, man, you get everything from this man. Now, I get it. If you're not getting what you put on the table that you need, here it is right here. Remember, dating should be ran like a business. And I'll say this in closing. So, dating is ran like a business. If you want to send an invite in and ask a question or something like that, you can. That's why I make sure that I pinned it. I want to try to get more interactive with the people who are watching lives, because I do appreciate y'all tuning in and having your phone sit there and die while you watch my face talk shit. But the thing is, when a woman doesn't have anything to offer a man that they want, they would rather trump up what they do have, right? So this is why I'd rather treat relationships like a business. What we need to do is come together and you tell me what you need and what you require moving forward. I tell you what I need and what I require going forward, and then we see if we can meet halfway. Okay? Can you accommodate the things that I need, and what's going on? And can I accommodate the things that you need? Those are the questions. And when all those questions are answered in this yes, and then we proceed. Then we can proceed, because think about it. If you agreed to do everything that I need, and I agreed to do everything that you need, at some point, somebody is going to have to breach the contract, correct? Someone is going to have to breach the contract, and that's when you have conflict. After we get the contract out the way, it is inevitable for us to fall in love, because neither one of us have met someone who can accommodate our needs, okay? The problem is with most people is you go into dating very blind. Dating is very vague. You just go on, it's almost instinctual to go on dates. You just go on it to go on it. You meet a girl, you meet a guy, and you just go on a date. Then you go on another date. You don't really know about the person. You don't know their intentions. They could have a whole wife. She could have a whole husband. But due to the fact that it's an innate instinct for you to go out and date somebody, you don't have any intentions. A lot of people are sitting at home right now who don't even know their intentions in dating. They may want to get in, fellas, anytime you ask a woman, does she want to get married? And she doesn't say flat out yes. If she says one day with the right man, when I'm 30, this, that, and the third, when God brings me a man, when it's manifested, when we are evenly yoked, when we are on the same level, blah, blah, fucking blah. Run for the hills. If you're looking for a wife, don't believe women who say they want to get married one day. Okay? Tell them, sweetheart, that sounds nice. Look me up one day, because I am working on getting married today. I don't have time for that. I'm 38, 40, however old you are, boss. You are looking for a wife. Do you know why? Because unlike women, you need to go out and get what you're looking for. Let them fuck around. Let them fuck around. It's plenty of them to go around, so let them play. You, sir, are looking for something specific, just like when you're out looking for sex. See, a lot of women think that men are losing because men aren't getting married, right? Let me tell y'all a secret. Men are the ones that say, I want to get married one day. Do you know why we say we want to get married to one day? Because we still want to have sex with you and give you the hopes that you're going to be the one that I'm going to marry one day. I told a woman myself, hey, I want to get married one day. And then when I broke up with her, guess what she said? Well, damn, nigga, I thought you wanted to get married one day. I said, yes, I would like to get married one day, but I don't want to get married to you on that day. That's the difference. The difference is when men say they want to get married one day, they're dead ass serious. One day, they don't know. There's something that clicks in a man's mind at a certain age. This is the longest closing of mankind. When men think of what ends up happening is at a certain point, a man's mind clicks. He's tired of fucking hoes, and at this point, he would like to get married. So what does he do? He turns the switch because, hey, men can turn the switch. Unfortunately, you can't. Men turn the switch. They go ahead and go in search for a wife. They make sure that they're a husband first. That's why I said usually a man, something click. Usually it clicks when they are a husband. Now they want to go out and search for a wife. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's why you should always tune into the Chris Hall Show so you can get dating tips, so you don't make a mistake and get down on bended knee for some ratchet ass trick that take off half of your money and take your kids away from you. Don't be that guy, okay? Don't be that guy. Keep looking at the Chris Hall Show and getting some tips, man. Don't be no simp. Okay, you're out there looking for something. Okay, if you're looking for a TV, are you gonna let some crackhead sell you $100 TV? No, you gonna get this big boy right here from Best Buy because you, my friend, deserve this big boy right here. That's what you're looking for. You worked hard to save your money and be the best that you can be. You're an Ivy League scholar. You're an IT. You went to Harvard. You went to FAM. You went to all that. But guess what? Just like the young lady said earlier about knowing your worth, self-worth, you know that you're worth a lot. You have a net worth of $300,000. Okay? You make $400,000 a year. You make $200,000. Hell, you make $60,000 a year. If you make $60,000 a year, my friend, you are a cut above the rest. Okay? That's what you have to understand. No matter how much you make, when you cross a certain threshold, there is a nigga making less than you. So you have to go out there and price yourself properly in the market. So in closing, the title of this is To Service or to Get Served. Come into the dating marketplace with a service. Once you have established that service, you can then demand prices. You can then demand what you want to get yourself served. You can't get served without service. I am Chris Hall. You have been watching the Chris Hall Show live on Instagram every Wednesday at 9 p.m. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, the podcast is coming soon. I'm going to keep y'all updated. You know, I'm going to have all the links everywhere. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Chris Hall Show. Link is in my bio. All that good shit. I'm the man in $100,000. I'm out.